Hello friends, good morning. Nowadays, the sun acting as villain from about 14.96 crore kilometer away reaches us its rays in 8 minutes and 2 seconds, having its great impact on us all directly and indirectly. When we are exposed to sun, it has enough energy to break down the chemical bonds, that is electrons break away from the chemical bonding, and quick physical, chemical and biological changes start in our body through 7 square feet of skin having per square inch about 650 sweat glands, 20 blood vessels, over 1000 nerves, plus over 50 lakhs of tiny pores on our body, about 20,000 alone on our face, of an average size of 20 to 40 microns. Before proceeding ahead on the topic, let me have a look at our body covering about 30 millimeter thick skin sheet having 3 layers, that is epidermis, dermis and hypodermis, being the innermost. The layer of lowest thickness of epidermis of eyelids and maximum thickness is of foot and palm. So these portions contains oils, fats, fibers, muscles for holding hair and blood supply, etc. The lowest layer, hypodermis, acts as insulating layer, contains collagens having precious minerals, oils and fats, etc. On the one hand, the sun exposure is very much beneficial in our daily life. On the other hand, its excessiveness of UVB radiation of 290 to 320 nanometers plays havoc, even becomes the life-threatening reason leading to affect our DNA, that is deoxyribonucleic acid, which is self-replicating material in our body, being content of chromosome carrying genetic information. While enumerating its benefit of sun exposure, let us have a glance on in it. During the month of winters, its warmth help us a lot in invigorating our mood. It improves the skin conditions for disinfections and sterilization of surgicals, etc. Promote appetite, our digestion system, promotes our sound sleeps, and have a check on nerve systems too. It is an unparalleled natural source of producing cholecalciferol in our body, which is popularly known as vitamin D, for promoting the bone strength and binding tissues. The dosage of vitamin D from the natural source is for a child is about 1000 international unit per day per 25 pounds of child's body weight, and 5000 international unit per day for an adult. Say 1 international unit is equivalent to 0.025 micrograms. So friends, broadly speaking, an adult of 50 kg needs about 125 micrograms of vitamin D daily. The California-based American Council of Vitamin D, depending on different factors like season, sunshine, climatic conditions, etc., recommends 5 to 35 minutes of sun exposure twice in a week, which is sufficed for our body's required natural quantity of cholecalciferol from sun's ultraviolet B radiation. In other way around, I should count The benefits is it helps a lot in reducing port wine stains on face of newly born babies. These are painless marks which often starts looking yellow at the time of birth and spreads with the near eye near the eye, which is later leads to eye problems like glaucoma. Now, the natural creation of substance called porphyrin that kills the bacteria which creates the acne on face. These appears when skin pores of an average size of 20 to 40 on our face are blocked by dirt, sebum, oils and dead cells, and these bacteria spreads multifold of epidermis and dermis. The study of University of Chicago says that the 3 to 4 times painless sittings for an exposure of UVR of 405 nanometer wavelength also proved to be very helpful in destroying the spread of creation of acne on the face. So, in other way around, I should speak that naturally occurring compound alpha tocopherol, which is popularly known as vitamin E, is very helpful for elasticity of skin tissues and looking glowing skin, besides very useful for fighting against the retinal problems and protecting frequent spread of infections in our body. Societies like farmers working in fields or on the roadside is the worst affected of suffering its deep impact, such as peeling, blistering, sunburn, allergy, rashes, age-related macular degenerations, which are known as AMDs, having increased incidences of cataracts, glaucoma and other retinal problems, and even cancer and cancer-like life-threatening bundles of problems. So, sun's heating effects causing ionization in the upper layer of our skin containing melanin, the combination of oil, fats, glycerides, vitamins like alpha tocopherol, vitamin which is known as vitamin E. This means the source of skin elasticity and connective tissues are eroded, causing appearance of skin with roughness, wrinkles and rashes. Thus, the loss of elasticity of skin tissues are the principal cause of darkening the skin color and looks premature of aging, as a man of 35 years looks like that of 45 years. This can be seen as in a cab driver who daily drives the cab facing left side of the sun exposure has a special effect on his face. So, protection from the irreparable losses of glowing skin textures are very essential. The best and wise way is to avoid venturing out in sun during the peak time, that is 11 AM to 3 PM during the month of May and June, when the impact of sun rays is strongest. When its impact on our skin, its very strong and precious melanin in the lower layer of the epidermis gets evaporated by heating effect of the UVB rays, causing blistering, irritation, redness and itching as shown in the pictures. The excessive sun exposure entails associated other bundle of problems such as aggravation of age-related macular degenerations. So, sign of allergy can include an itchy, painful, blistering or peeling rash This reaction can occur within minutes or hours of the sun exposure and can vary its intensity from mild to discomfort to severe skin irritation. So friends, we should avoid venturing out during the peak hours, but in an unavoidable situations before venturing out in sun during the peak hours, it is advised to take meticulous precautions to have the multifaceted effect and have its mitigation on our body by adopting the following measures. Number one, use sunglasses which help to a great extent in preventing the retinal problems. Number two, wear loose, preferably cotton clothing, especially covering the exposed body parts such as elbow down to hands, covering head with wide brimmed hat, having shadow on our eyelids. Use of application of skin protection factors based gel creams are scientifically proved good sun protectors to the extent of 96% depending its quality and grades, etc. These SPFs act as thin sheet of UV radiation, contains chemicals such as titanium oxide, zinc oxide, para-aminobenzoic acid, etc. needs meticulous application under medical advice. These are available in different gradings, that is SPF 15, SPF 30, SPF 45, etc. depending on different factors like our skin pattern, its effectiveness, intensity and duration of exposure, etc. SPF 30 connotes its effectiveness for 30 minutes and thereafter needs its reapplication as depicted in the slide. The SPF 15's impact of 100 photons of sun exposure on skin with application and without application leads to 96% protection of our skin. So my dear friends, thus the restricted and standardized recommended dose of sun exposure from the natural source is very essential and beneficial for destroying the bacteria causing problems, or otherwise it may play havoc with the life-threatening health problems. Thank you very much. Hope you must have liked this, and I feel and I will feel very grateful to you if you kindly comment with my weaknesses in this, so that my next lecture should be presented to you in a very ameliorative way. Thank you so nice.